son! Can one of you tell if we're live?
Shit, I don't have my phone.
I didn't get the notification. I usually get the notification when we go live.
I'll go grab my phone.
Oh, now we're live.
Hello. This is actually our 44th episode, I think, today. Let's see. Who would like to give a recap today?
And just to confirm, you mean for us to have the starting soon screen on Twitch?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Oh yeah, you're right. I should bring it to the group.
I don't know.
There we go. Okay. Sorry, guys. New program. I'm working out the kinks. Okay. Who would like to give a recap for today?
I don't exactly remember, but let me open up my note. Okay, I can do it. So last session, we were kind of all waking up at the manor. Nathan specifically woke up in a cold sweat, losing some more HP. And rather than kind of immediately going to breakfast, or no, he did. He came down to breakfast with the rest of us, but then took his breakfast to the library to start looking for some books, where he found some that were based around the gods of the multiverse and the planes they exist in, specifically talking about Eastgard and the World Tree, portals that connected all of the planes, more talk of like the Blood Wars, etc., etc. You guys all informed Nina that Chara had started a religion of Yala, and we kind of debated whether this was a good or bad thing. Like, Nina was in full support of Chara starting this religion. She's like, it doesn't hurt anyone. They have, it's a good thing. Anyway, we talked a little bit about Pell. Rowan was for sending her back to Red Larch, where her family was. And the rest of us were pretty much like, Red Larch is, destroyed. She's safer here, da-da-da-da-da. And Pell was pretty insistent that she didn't want to leave. So Liam actually facilitated getting her a job with Triskin and Click, which is where Grund and Pell are now kind of working as we are beginning to plan our next steps, going back out and everything like that. Rowan had a lot of concerns just about the good and bad things that have been happening, still feeling a lot with all the guilt that she has about that, feeling that, she or all of us are responsible for some of these bad things that keeps happening. Rowan did go down to the forge where she and Kippen talked a little bit, mostly because Rowan just needed to work out some of her anger, and so she did some blacksmithing with Esme before we all kind of just kicked around, and Nina and Chara were ready to go to defeat the Shadow Dragon, or at least talk to them about what's going on with Nathan, because he mentioned he's not feeling great. And Nina was pretty insistent that we get that taken care of sooner rather than later. So we headed to Red Larch, where we kind of got to see where it was slowly starting to rebuild. But we went even further and started to get into the path where we noticed that there's a haze, more of a chill in the air when we got to Rundrath Manor. That's where I skipped a page in my notes, so keep turning. I can't remember. There were some memories that he got. I don't remember if this was while we were traveling. I think it was. He, while he was dreaming and sleeping and everything, he got memories of a woman in white robes with a face paint kind of tending to his wounds, running on the ship, feeling like a wound in his side, riding his Kirin into the battlefield. But those are all not shared with the party necessarily. Those are kind of focused on him. But we did walk into the manor, the Rindreth Manor, to address the Shadow Dragon, or the Dark Lady, and kind of got into an argument of words with her. She's been hurting Nathan because he can't remember. So she thinks he's reneging on the deal, and he thinks she's not being fair, not pulling, and basically the fine details of their agreement is coming back to bite them in the ass. But the argument essentially turned into us fighting her. She did say some stuff in Abyssal. I don't think any of us understood it. But it started talking about the old ones, the Dark God, specific jewels, the blotting out the sun, the Unraveler. So basically, kind of tied into the cult information. And then we were mid battle with her, and basically she's pretty tough. She's resistant to a lot of shit, being the dragon that she is. So we're having a rough go of it, but I don't think anyone... I have to zoom out. I can't remember if anyone's crazy hurt. I think Liam was the most hurt.
I've been able to kind of run around healing because I did the...
Aura of Life, right? Or no, Beacon of Hope.
Beacon of Hope, which has been helping.
Yeah.
The whole battle instigated because I did Greater Restoration on Nathan to remove the curse.
Oh, that's right. We talked to her, left, and you're right. Yep.
And she got pissed that we truly reneged on the deal because I removed the curse myself.
Yeah. Yep. That was underneath my sticky note. Rowan and Nathan have a bit to apologize and see if Greater Restoration helps. So that's where we're at. We are on round 5, I believe. Chara has been giving Nathan light with dancing lights. That was a big one we had her doing. And then Nina cast Fly on him to try to get him up in the air so he could kind of go after the Shadow Dragon. But last I remember, the Shadow Dragon is stealthing and none of us know where she's at. She's in the shadows somewhere where none of us can see her.
Would you say that Chara saw Liam struggling with the viscous liquid or whatever that's on the floor at one point?
You're muted.
Thank you. So, yes, there was the black breath, the dragon's breath that came out at one point that was very viscous and stuff. You also, that was a hard hitter. That hit Chara head on for, 63 points of damage or something. There was then also this lair action of buzzing flies and bugs, creeping creatures, basically, that is in this 20-foot sphere that I don't think any of you have had any issue with as of yet. You've also had a lair action where the water in the area caused damage and pulled some of you in. However, top of the round, we start with Nathan, who is not here. However, he is currently within this buzzing thing. I unfortunately, let me do this so I can see what he sees. Oh wow, yeah, bunch of nothing. He actually can't see anything. So to be fair, someone Nina, would you roll me a d4?
Yeah.
One north, and then we'll just go counterclockwise to see which way he goes.
It is a 1.
1. Excellent. So he is going to move north then. He has 40 feet of movement. Ungodly amount of movement. That so I can get to him. He gets to there. He still can't see anyone. I think he probably stopped there. Actually, now that he's
Can he see the dancing light
now he
orbs
can
in the
see.
distance?
Yeah, the second
Yeah.
he came out of that, he was able to see the dancing light. So he's actually going to stay there. Actually, he's going to go closer to the dancing lights because he's got nothing without that.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of heads towards that, and he readies himself basically for shooting. That is his turn. That brings us to Chara. Chara is actually, you see Chara still covered in some of this black ichor and such. It's almost like a tar / oil just kind of dripping slowly off of them. And her hair's kind of matted down. And you see her at one point push it back, and the tar and such disappears, and the hair comes back normal and beautiful, slightly more wavy than you're used to seeing. And you watch as she pulls out a fiddle. Let's see. Rowan and Liam, you're the only ones within range to see. Roll me history checks real quick.
That's a 4. I really should have studied more.
I rolled a 2, so it's a 1.
Okay, great job. We are starting off strong here, guys. Yeah, you have no thoughts whatsoever towards it. As Chara,
I love how you phrase that. You have no thoughts whatsoever. No
No
brain
thoughts.
cells to think to.
you are so entirely freaked out
Yeah.
by the fact that this dragon that you can't see at the moment, and you know it's a heavy hitter. But yeah, you watch Chara pull out this fiddle and just holds it, looks around, takes a few steps. Oh, this thing's gonna annoy the shit out of me.
Is there any way, like, does it have layers in Roll20? Can you put it to the
Yeah,
back?
I tried to do that.
I have
Oh,
no
that
idea
worked.
how Roll20.
That worked.
Okay.
Because I'm stupid. All right. Chara would probably move closer to all of you.
Is Allie not playing Char? Oh no.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
So she
Oh,
looks at all of you
no.
and she just gives you a shrug. This is bad, guys. And yet really fun. Next.
What is happening? What is happening?
You know, it's a long day.
I don't appreciate that. Do we remember where we saw the dragon last?
I was gonna ask that. Like, did it hit you and then disappear? Yeah.
I can't.
Or I got a hit on. That's right.
Yeah, I think you were the last one.
I flew in and hit it with the dragon slayer sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it was down here.
It was down behind you guys. Yeah, okay.
It's not yet your turn.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm just thinking.
Shit. Do you remember what order the dragon was in originally?
It's before me.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I think it's right before me.
Okay.
Oh man. Chara took that breath weapon, but no one else did.
I need Liam, Rowan, and Chara to roll dexterity saving throws.
I don't wanna.
That's a 25 for me, boss.
Okay.
Oh, natural 20 for 22.
Chara rolled a 9.
Well, it's oh, you rolled for me. That's right. Never mind.
Oh.
Don't mind me.
I didn't realize you were here. If you're here, go ahead and roll it.
Well, I rolled a 13, so it's only a little better.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get back to the sheet. Okay. What did you roll, Rowan?
A 13.
13. Rowan, what did you roll?
22.
Okay. Chara does not succeed. As a cascade, suddenly you feel the pressure before you turn and see this cascade of this black, oily, hot breath coming towards you once more.
That's hot.
And Nina and Rowan, you are both able to duck out of the way. Shit, what is that? That is... Sorry, I always forget I have to do the custom on this one.
How many dice? Is that it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, good. That's not near as bad as it was last time. 48 necrotic damage. And so, Rowan and Liam, you take half as much. So, 24.
So, because of Shield Master, I will take no damage.
Awesome.
That has
And
been a lifesaver
what if-
to fight. Whew.
And
Chara-
what if I use Uncanny Dodge?
Okay.
That would have it even more. That's a reaction.
Yeah.
Okay, so only 12 for me.
Okay. Excellent.
Chara, you're out, right?
Chara's down. Yeah, Chara's down and out.
Watch as Chara, the smoke rolls over her, this oily substance. And you see her drop to the ground. Brings us to Nina. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, that will bring us to this cloud.
Why does a cloud get a turn?
Which is going... The cloud of insects suddenly disappears. And Liam, Rowan, you are both engulfed in darkness.
I like this effect.
That will bring us to Nina's turn.
All right, with that cloud in the way, I definitely didn't see which way this was being spewed from. Can I do like a perception check to see if I can see the dragon or get any sense, like air-wise, where it's coming from?
You would be correct. Hold on 1 second. Actually, you're correct, because they would have reappeared.
Oh, okay, they did. Okay.
With that, however, so you would briefly see them appear here.
Okay.
Then they are going to... Fuck.
That's a little R-rated.
Sorry.
No, not your language. Not your
Just
language.
the implication behind it.
They are going to fuck. Whoa!
Why can't I grab this now?
At least ask for consent. Jeez.
This,
We don't-
this took a
Our
turn.
bard's down, yeah.
We love you, DM.
No! Whatever's happening, stop!
It seems like the game doesn't want you to have darkness. You know, you should just get rid of that.
And, you know, I have a feeling I might have done this. I did. Token there. Good lord. Okay. Do you see it now, Nina?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. My apologies. And
That's okay.
then, actually, it is in... No, not yet. So it has movement. It's going to do... Okay. It is going to move. And it does succeed with advantage.
Okay. I can. Oh, let me see. Click on her. I can't see her line of sight.
Nope.
So I don't know that Chara's down, but I would probably run back out here in the middle to try to get a better view and see if I could hear its wings anywhere. Obviously not, because it succeeded on its thing.
You can make a perception check.
Oh, sure. Nope, that's a D12. We want something better than that. 13.
You're not quite sure. You don't hear anything.
Okay. I am going to drop concentration and fly on Nathan because I don't want to be holding that if he's not here to use it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's on the ground.
Okay. I forgot he was flying.
I don't think he had even actually like gotten up off the ground yet, so he actually hadn't had a chance to even use it, which is fine. I will use my bonus action to convert a couple of sorcery points to get some spell slots back. I'm going to sacrifice 6 sorcery points to get 2 third levels. It's fine.
Is it though?
All right, I think. Yeah, I think she like gets just really annoyed at this thing that keeps disappearing, and she just kind of like looking around furiously, spinning in a circle, and goes, "Pick on somebody your own size," and she will do the summon draconic spirit again to try and draw this thing out,
Okay.
like as bait. It is her only 5th level spell, but she's gonna try and basically summon that kind of like over here
Okay.
to see if she can't draw its attention. So that is a large gold dragon that appears. That has its own stat block. So I'm gonna put just like a circle here. I think that's large
Okay.
for it.
It's like a dragon.
Yeah. I think I call it forth. It manifests in an unoccupied space I can see. Uses the draconic spirit stat block. I can choose the family, so it's metallic. And it resembles the gold dragon, and then shares my initiative count, but it takes its turn immediately after mine and obeys verbal commands, no action required by me. So I don't know if it goes on my turn. It shares my initiative count. This was my action. But there's nothing to hit yet, so it's just here waiting for something to appear.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. I will give you control of this.
Okay.
That can be your.
What's it look like?
Oh, shoot.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm trying to delete the circle.
Yeah.
It looks like a large gold dragon. Some of you have seen this before when we were fighting in Yartar. The people trying to get the chest. So you guys know that this is Nina's dragon. Liam and Rowan, you can't see anything right now, so.
Yeah.
That's why it's gonna be like.
Yeah. I should have.
You guys can hear Nina like shouting about this though too. So.
Okay.
Have you guys ever watched SpongeBob?
Yes.
So I'm just Liam right now is just that guy who screams out, "My eyes!"
Oh my gosh. All right. After that, actually, Nina, you then do
Wait.
hear.
Wait, real quick question. Sorry,
Yeah.
Dan. Just a thought. Can we see with dark vision through the darkness, or is this like a different
It's
type of
magical
darkness?
darkness.
Okay,
You have
my
to have
bad.
devil's sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry.
No, you're good. I would say, Nina, you do suddenly hear flapping of wings, and you hear it in this area.
Where did you ping? Sorry.
Oh, I'm on the GM later. Hold on.
Okay.
Upper right.
Cool.
Okay. Liam,
I think.
you're up.
Did I move 20 feet? Oh shoot, I don't remember. Never mind. Go ahead.
Just Liam screaming, "My eyes!" But also, wait a second. No, I didn't use any light when I was doing the. I'm sorry, I'm just realizing now.
Yeah.
When I was like snapping my fingers to like do the signs with silent image above Rowan last session, I didn't use those spell slots
Okay.
because those are my Eldritch invocations.
Yeah.
And I can use those spells without using a spell slot.
Yeah.
So basically, what I'm just realizing is I still have 2 first level spell slots that I can actually
Excellent.
That's good.
That's very good.
use. That's what that reaction just was right now. Ooh, okay. This is not a good moment. So, what I am going to do is, am I able to see where the darkness ends, or am I just like, it's darkness?
No, it's darkness.
Okay then, Deanna. I am going to trust you for a moment.
Okay.
I am going to run my full 30 feet,
Okay.
but because it's darkness, I have no idea where I'm going.
Roll a d4. One is north and then clockwise from there.
That's a 3.
So you would run left.
30 feet?
Yep.
I'm just barely missing the water.
Yeah. As you step out of it, you almost feel like a drawing, as it almost like pulls against you as you step out back into the light, and your feet splash into this pool of water. Anything else?
Well, yeah. So since I just realized I still have fucking spell slots, I'm going to put my hand into the water, or above the water, pull it up, and throw it on myself, freezing it into ice, and cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Awesome. As you hear small little crackling as your armor, just pieces of frost start to form over it, and you feel it kind of creeping along your neck, but it doesn't burn weirdly. Anything else?
No, that's it. That's my 5 temp hit points.
Rowan, before your turn, you hear the flapping of wings as you're consumed in this darkness, and you feel air pressing inwards, almost like the flapping of something fanning against you. And you hear a soft thump, thump. And then you hear a soft whisper. Just maybe 10 feet away from you. You think I won't risk the ire of Titania by smearing you across these floors? You will not be spared, Prince of Fools.
Say what?
And before your turn, Rowan, we actually are going to rewind to three
Say
and a half
what?
days ago. When a clear day, when Chara, Nathan, Liam, Nina, all are waiting at the southern edge of Westbridge for Rowan before heading off. Hold on.
I love this. This is great. I don't even know what it's about, but I love it already.
That makes one of us. Actually, I do love
Just
this.
imagined like
Sure, love this.
Cusco cutscene where it's like, I bet you're
Exactly.
wondering how this turned into this. And it's
Yeah,
good.
exactly. I bet you're wondering how I got here.
Oh boy, that's exactly what's happening. Wow.
While
sticking with-
waiting,
I'm sick of my say what?
while waiting, light conversation passing between the group of you on, and then pretty much on passive perceptions alone from all of you, Chara, you immediately catch wind of a strong, musky floral scent. Almost like Old Spice and poppies. Liam, on your passive perception, you actually catch sight of an unusual figure off to the side, ostentatiously splayed out on a rock. Head tilted back, letting the cool breeze of the day ruffle their head of chestnut curls, as well as the slightly curled fur fully covering the rest of their lewdly posed form. Wearing nothing but a finely made waistcoat of silk threads. And you see where his feet should be are hooves and a pair of horns that sprout from the curls and curve back to points. And he's just lying there, sunbathing on the rock.
Do I recognize this scent?
Roll me a history check.
Meanwhile, can I walk up to him?
Yeah.
I rolled a 19.
Hey man, what's your deal?
Chara, you don't recognize the scent in particular, aside from faint hints of home.
The best part here, guys, is that nothing bad can happen to us because this was 3.5 days ago and we're still alive.
You would be surprised.
I wish you didn't
A lot
say
can
that.
happen in 3 days.
You walk up to the creature, Liam, and say this, and you see him shake his head and push the hair back. What a glorious day. Truly glorious, this is. Bit dim, but... Oh, there you are. And you see him leap off the rock right next to you, Liam, and stride just right past you. Walks past, marching right up to your group. And Chara, he stops right in front of you.
Just a little bit rude.
Very good now. And you watch as a pair of bifocals suddenly appear, like poof, on his face. And he looks at you, pulls out a pen, and a book suddenly appears in his hand, which he opens. Name and occupation, if you please.
For what exactly?
Name and occupation. It's not a difficult question, darling.
What?
Are you a skater?
Wait, what'd you say? Chara and
Occupation.
communications consultant.
Alright. You watch him open the book, and he just kind of goes like this, and multiple pages start flipping in the book until it lands on a page. And he's, oh yes, here you are. Chara, Kitsune of the Senalius Forced. Age, and he pauses a moment, looking over you, like looking at you over his bifocals. Jots down in his journal. One tail. Right. Would you please explain what you were doing at the 29th hour on the 5th day of Kython, 47 years ago, Feywild time, please?
have no clue what I was doing. 47 years ago, chances are I was doing nothing.
Were you or were you not frolicking about the woods, conspiring a dark and fretful betrayal against your queen and country?
That I was not. Frolicking, probably. The rest of it doesn't sound like me.
Subject continues to be vague and uncooperative. Are you in league with the demon lord known as Fraser Blue, aka the Deceiver?
No.
Well, I no longer trust Tara.
Anything else you'd like to put on record?
No. Am I in trouble? Is this...
You are under investigation by the Sealy Court for connections to the disappearance of a gem of brilliance that once adorned the great Tiandra's wand.
Oh, you mean the queen's jewel thing that went missing?
Tiandra, Titania, Queen of Lights, the Summer Queen, mightiest archfey of the realms. Any of this ringing a bell for you? Are
Is
you
any of this...
even aware that you are a creature of the Feywild?
Well, see, I knew that, but vaguely. Not like that wasn't... I wasn't trying to be vague or uncooperative. I know that I am Fey, but I don't know much more than that.
You watch their eyes narrow, and they walk a tight circle around you, sizing you up, sniffing you, before the book pops open. Subject is painfully aloof. Snaps the journal close, tosses it behind them where it just disappears, and adjusts his waistcoat. Right then. So, what kind of mischief are we getting into today?
You're coming with us?
Are you not coming with me?
Where... Who are you? Did he already tell me that? I don't think he... Who are you?
I'm the investigator. Sent by
That's
the
right.
Sealy Court.
Right, no, I got that part. What was your name?
Investigator. I actually go by quite a few names, actually, but for today, and today only, might be days in the future, possibly in the past as well, but investigator it is.
All right, investigator. You sound like you have something on your mind. It's just
No, I've already passed it on the mind. What are we doing today?
Leaving town.
that.
For?
Somewhere else.
Oh, we've got to go. Chara's just going to straight up tell him. We're going to Rundrith Manor to go talk to a shadow dragon who's been terrorizing our friend, or at least suspected that that's what's happening.
Shadow dragon. I love dealing with shadow dragons. This is going to be so much fun. But you're not going. And he points to you, Chara.
What do you mean I'm not going? Where am I going?
And he holds up his hand and does like a little flit. And everything around you stops. And he brings his fingers together. everything looks like it's stopped, but it's moving just super, super slowly suddenly. And he walks up to you, sniffs you again. You've got chaos brimming in you, my dear. Absolute chaos. I happen to know for an absolute fact there is much to be done within that brain of yours. I've seen the things you want to do, and I am so excited for you. So
I can't
much so
disagree.
that I want to, how do you folk here say it? I wish to invest in it.
Okay, I'm listening.
Reach into your pocket, my dear.
Char would reach into her pocket.
You would feel something long and stiff. Sorry.
Yeah, she
And
would.
cold and metallic.
Yeah,
As
she
you-
would.
Is it
Going.
back in your pocket, or am I just happy to see ya?
Does it vibrate, DM?
He chuckles and pull it out and see.
That's what she said.
And as you would pull it out, you would pull out a long, what looks, at first you're thinking it's a wand, but then there's a circular thing just on the edge of it. And you notice at the base and along the stem of it, there seems to be like two different types of liquids in it. And as you kind of turn it back and forth, you notice the liquids shimmer. And I have added it to your inventory. As he would bring a finger and kind of run it around the circular edge of it and then ping it. That is what you need. For as much as you wish to do so much glorious chaos here, I have also heard your thoughts. And I wish to invest in this idea. So, as you can see the liquid in here, one must simply wave the wand around, or you can blow through it, whatever you choose. It's your choice, really. But it will blow bubbles out. And they'll float about aimlessly, unless there's a strong wind. Strong wind days kind of make it a little hairy, but the bubbles will offer you the thoughts and the words of those anyone within 10 feet of one of those bubbles.
Huh.
Is this not amazing?
That is mighty interesting.
That's really
Very
not what I
cool.
was going for. Very underwhelming response.
What was I supposed to do? Jump up and down and clap and go, oh, my prayers are answered.
You're a goddamn creature of the Feywild. I would hope so.
Oh, my prayers are answered.
Thank you. He straightens his vest a bit. I think you've been among these humans too long.
Nature versus nurture. It's confusing.
It is. Either way, I would like you to continue on this path that you are currently on. I'm going to give you about a week, give or take. long enough for your party to get back. I think that's enough time to sow chaos.
Chara would take the wand from him and just spin it in her hand and looking at it and go, yes. I do think this will do quite nicely. A week, you say?
A week.
Consider it a deal. I think you'll be impressed. Or at the very least, excited.
I very much look forward to the tales of the newest goddess of Westbridge. All right, dear.
Now Chara will do a little dance.
That's what I'm talking about. And you watch as he pulls out a little fiddle and does a little tune with you real quick. All right. Well, you enjoy your time here. Don't worry about your friends. I'll take care of them. Or will I? One can never really tell. I mean, fey creature. But you, my dear, enjoy yourself. Make this something grand. Make it something worthy of the Feywild. Homeland forever, yes. He would boop you on your nose with his bow. All right. And as he boops you on the nose, the world suddenly starts to move fast for you. So fast until you're standing alone. And you turn and look. The sun is now setting in the sky, and your party members are no longer there.
A grin would just like spread across Chara's face as she strides right back into Westbridge.
The rest of you, as things suddenly slow down and you just see blurs of movement, and it suddenly slows down, and you look up and you see Chara standing before you. Slightly different. Looks a little more wavy hair, a little more energetic, different energy to her. And you watch as she tucks a fiddle away, and then you watch as she does some kind of spell movement, and then snaps her fingers. And all of you suddenly don't recall waiting for the last 5 or 10 minutes. You just remember standing here waiting for Rowan, and then Rowan was here. And Chara looks at you. Ready to go? Sorry. Ready to go?
Was saying that to Rowan,
To all of you.
but I'm still in the darkness,
Oh no, this was
napping, like,
way out. Yeah.
okay. Real quick, when I heard the whisper said, like, I won't spare you, it said, Prince of, like, what was the
Fools.
Fools? Okay, thank you.
Which will bring us back.
Here I was wondering whether Chara was going to lose an arm now.
Rowan, you are up, my dear.
And I'm no longer in the darkness.
No, you are still within this dark circle.
Okay, so
You
it was
can
just like
just
my
hear
mind's
things
eye
outside it.
saw. Okay. I'm going to. Was Chara hit and went down before the darkness was cast? So I technically saw her go down and then my vision went.
Yep.
So I would like to turn and basically run straight towards where I remember Chara being.
Chara last being, I absolutely accept that. Yeah.
And I'll run out and basically away from the darkness. And with my action, I will reach down and do spare the dying. So make her stable. And then
You reach down and you cast the spell, and normally when you do this, you feel a connection, almost like this pulling, bringing something forth, and you don't feel like you're grasping at anything. You feel like you don't feel anything. You've never felt this before.
to the point that I feel like the spell failed.
Yeah.
And I will grab Chara's body and drag her towards kind of behind this column.
Okay. Wait. Two back. 5, 10, 15. Yep, okay.
And kind of prop the body up so it's sitting up against this pole.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take my shield and basically prop it up against her chest so that it's basically creating a
Barrier.
barrier.
As you do so, you've propped her up. You see one eye wink open, look at you, and then just smile. And they wink for going back down. Looking unconscious once more.
I'm just gonna be like, and I'm just gonna basically like make it seem like in my mind I just hallucinated because of what's going on and the focus that I've had. Like all my focus has been on keeping everyone up, and now I can't. That I'm just seeing things.
Yep.
So put my shield in front, kind of propping, like, and with my bonus action, let's see here, 60. Yeah. I will cast a spiritual weapon, and I'm going to place it probably right here because I'm going to make the assumption that the dragon's going to see Nina's dragon and go for it.
Okay.
So I'll place it right here, kind of hidden behind a pillar next to the dragon, so that if it comes to fight that, it's kind of
Okay.
in the location I expect it to maybe appear.
Yeah. So you should have control of that now. You can place it where you want it.
All right, thank you.
Uh-huh.
And I believe, let's see, that was 5, 10, 15, 20. I will then kind of line myself up kind of next to the pillar for a little bit of cover, but yet can see out towards everyone. And just yell out, Chara's down and I can't get her back up. And I'll be my turn.
All right. Top of the round. Why don't we take a quick 5-minute break? That'll give Nathan a chance to get in here, especially since it's his turn. Sound good? Everyone want to take a quick break real quick? Okay. We'll take a quick 5-minute break and then be right back. Like,
Really?
yeah.
Oh,
I know. That's one thing I'm really sad about. Like, she loves being in the lap and such, but she's very she doesn't want to be like right here or here. She just I know. That's one thing I wish. I miss that. Every time I see it on hers where she does that to you, I'm like, oh, she's so cute. Alright, I'm
just so annoyed at myself that I was like, oh god damn it, ripped out here without my phone and didn't like
Ugh. Oh wow, that just did it all on its own. No, it didn't. That is perfect. I am. So, did she have surgery? I assume.
Yeah, last week she came home from surgery for getting a cancer lump removed on her side.
Oh my gosh. Do you have? Do you guys have pet insurance?
We do, but they barely cover shit all. So I just have a credit card in the backside, just waiting to be used for the animals. But I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Figure I'd at least get through this battle and then might not be able to stay the whole session, but that's okay.
That's
I'm at least here. That's all I care about.
Yeah. I seriously,
so
I was
mad.
like, I was legit worried 'cause I was like, man, he's always usually early. Like,
Right?
he's like always on time.
How are you holding up? I can imagine the heat down there is crazy right now.
Today was actually gorgeous. Weirdly.
Nice.
Yeah. It's whatever. It's craziness all over. My brother lives, and my sister-in-law and my nieces, they all live in is it Oahu?
Okay.
I don't remember. Not the one that's on fire.
Right.
But it's been a little stressful with that.
So,
I can
so not
imagine,
Maui.
for sure.
No, not Maui.
Welcome back, man.
Oh, thanks, dude. Sorry for holding everybody up. I
You
apologize
didn't
for
Nah,
that.
you
at all.
held nothing up, man. Fun fact: we actually hadn't gotten to your turn yet.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Wow.
so besides the fact that you're totally good for having life stuff to do, it actually hadn't even come up yet. So
Well,
you're doubly great.
yeah, I think we had
Awesome.
one turn, but it was more, you couldn't see anything.
Dragon is still very
That's
much hidden.
Yep.
In the theme of pets tonight, my dog just ate all of our dinner. Pretty much.
Oh no.
Counter server that she is. So we're trying to figure out what we're doing for dinner now instead.
Oh my gosh.
What was dinner?
It was like this. We did like the Blue Apron boxes, and
Right.
it was one that was like an oven baked thing. It had like cannellini beans and spinach and all this stuff in it. And she ate like all of the spinach and the beans and stuff out of the pan. So yeah, can't wait for that to come up later.
You can't deny her spinach and beans.
Was it
Oh,
the guilty
Popeye.
German Shepherd who just
Yeah.
walked behind you
Yeah.
down the
Yeah,
hallway?
yeah.
She looks
That's the
so
one.
guilty.
I am not here. I don't exist.
Do not look at me.
Do not be angry at me. You can't blame me. I'm cute.
Football. Anyway.
All right, so Nathan, you did not miss much, well, for your character-wise.
Right.
You did just miss a flashback, which we can go over that later. However,
Sure.
Rowan-
I'm going to assume I didn't do anything on the one turn that I have missed of mine.
no, other
Because
than
I just couldn't see, right?
Yeah. So
Are you okay with retroactively saying I reloaded during that turn?
Yes,
Okay.
100%. Yeah,
Alright.
essentially you moved out of the sphere of bugs. Based on a roll, you moved north, closer to the lights, and then
Right.
that that disappeared in a sphere of darkness. After the dragon breath came forth again, the sphere of darkness
Okay.
came over. Chara was once again charred and downed. Rowan has just dragged her over to a column, set her up, but you of course can't see any of this.
Right.
But yeah, that has just happened. And Nina, real quick before we start with your turn, Nathan, are there any specifics with your dragon form?
The draconic spirit does have blind sight within 30 feet, so
Okay.
it knows of anything that's in 30 feet of it.
Okay.
It is resistant to some stuff, but not the necrotic or anything that you're throwing, so that's okay. And then it just gets multi-attacks.
Okay.
So yeah, it is concentration for Nina, up to an hour.
Great. Okay. Okay. It does get attacks, you said?
Yeah, it has a multi-attack. It takes the number of
Whoa.
rend attacks equal to half the spell's level rounded down, so it'll get 2 rend attacks and a breath weapon.
Holy
So
crap.
like,
That is
the
awesome.
damage on these like aren't as great as like a true dragon. Like it's only like 1d6 plus the spell's level or whatever.
Still.
But
Okay.
she's using it as bait to try and get this thing out because
Yep.
it does have the blind sight.
Okay. That brings us top of the round. Nathan.
So he like basically finishes reloading, gets set it up, turns around and looks in the direction he heard any of the, I guess, noises or anything going off kind of area.
Yeah, you can. Oh, actually, Rowan just yelled loudly.
Yeah.
From the south area.
So he'll yell out, I knew it, you goddamn lizard. You were afraid of me from the start. Get down here so I can finish this. And then he will hold his action
We're not with him.
for I don't want to give it away too much, but it will be an acrobatics check.
Okay. No, yeah, I trust you on that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. That brings us to Chara, who is down, propped up against this column. Rowan has just rested her shield in front of them. And Rowan, as you are confused and you turn and yell this, Chara smirks again. And they disappear.
What the shit?
The shield you had on them, you suddenly hear it clang, clang as it hits against the floor. Okay. That brings us to the Dark Lady. Who is going to... Actually, they're going to first roll to see if they get this back. Rowan, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Natural 20 for 22.
All right, so you are going to take half damage as you once again feel this rush of cold black oil. How did it roll the exact same?
It's hilarious because Rowan rolled the exact same save on it too.
Yeah. But I don't have that shield. Yeah.
Literally, it's no. Okay, there are a couple differences.
There's a couple of differences, but it's damn close.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the end result's the same. All right.
But I don't have my shield, so.
Taking that 24.
So yeah, 24. And then.
Ooh. Does the direction matter? Because I technically had some cover behind the pillar.
It does, but not where you're at.
Okay.
Okay. That will bring us to Nina.
All right. I just saw the direction that got spewed at Rowan because I can see Rowan.
Yes, you would have then.
Okay. I will run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 here.
And this would have disappeared.
I didn't even see where that was, so that's okay.
Right.
I am just going to fling. Actually, Nina is going to hold her action. She's going to reach into her belt and start fishing around for something. And she's kind of just muttering to herself. But as she kind of turns to look over the dragon over her shoulder, she's like, go find it. And it will fly over. I guess how much speed it has a fly of 60 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It'd go this direction unless it sensed something within 30 feet sooner, like the thing. So if it would go to try and find the dragon, essentially. So if the dragon's in 30 feet, it's gonna attack it.
It is.
Okay. I will do these then. So
let me go ahead and throw it on so that you can see it. Because you would be able to.
Okay. It sees that it doesn't have a reach there with its rend attack. 10 feet, yeah. But it can breath weapon it. So I need the dragon to make a dexterity saving throw. That is, I believe, 17. Yep.
Yeah, it rolled a 20.
All right. It's going to take
Not an
half. Yeah. Half of 7, so 3 points of fire damage.
Right.
But with Nina's held action, the moment that it, well, no, it doesn't pop up. My draconic spirit can just see it though, right? Or like feel it, blind sight.
Yes.
Okay, so it's still hidden, so Nina doesn't see it yet.
Can you see through the dragon?
I don't think so. No,
Okay.
like it would have to come out of its stealth.
Okay.
Thing. It just the dragon or the spirit
What is
has
it?
blind
What
sight,
type of
so.
magic is it throwing?
Fire.
You would see fire going a certain way, and you know that it would not throw it unless it sees something.
Oh, this is a good point. Okay, in that case, Nina pulls out this little pouch, fishes into it, kind of making a really disgusted face, and pulls out a little worm and eats it. And she's like, oh my god, this is so gross, but she chokes it down, and then she goes, okay, Groat, one more time, and she's gonna point her finger and cast 7th level Finger of Death at the dragon. So I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god, I didn't realize we were going here.
She's
How
pissed
high up
about
in the air is that
this.
dragon?
Huh?
How high up in the air is the dragon? Or like the
Uh,
fire is kind of obviously going around a figure of some kind.
Yeah, about like 15 feet. It's not real high yet.
If I was to use both my movement and my bonus action to dodge or dash, sorry, at the full 80 and leap at it with that acrobatics check, can I try to jump on the dragon?
Is that what you were waiting on?
I was.
Absolutely.
I'll let you go first then. Do it up.
So my full 80 will bring me to here, and then it's a 5-foot jump technically to get on that dragon, plus the in the air. But if I'm going fast enough, I'm wondering if that would be enough to clear that distance.
Roll me.
And that's what the acrobatics check's for.
Yeah. Go ahead and
Yeah.
roll that.
19 plus 9, so 28.
Absolutely. Nina, as you are ingesting this worm, you feel your hair just kind of fluff forward as a rush of air just goes streaks past you.
How much fire damage do you want me to take? You said you did 7, right?
Correct. So you'd make a dex save. Yeah.
17 meets, right?
Correct. Yep. So you
Okay,
take
so
3.
I'll take the 3.
Holy shit.
Now let's just hope this Finger of Death doesn't hit you.
Worth the risk at this point.
Okay. So you hit it. Go ahead and make Nathan. Go ahead and make your. So your action was to make towards it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you absolutely do so. Nina.
All
It
right.
rolled a 1.
No, it did
It
not.
fucking did, which comes out to an 11, but it
I-
rolled a 1.
that still doesn't meet it. Okay, so 78 plus 30 necrotic damage coming its way.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is 34 plus 30, so 64 necrotic damage. It's probably immune to this, but we'll give it a shot.
DM's reaction doesn't make me think it was immune to it.
Okay. It does have resistance.
So that's halved.
Yep.
So 64, so 32. But that's better than nothing. That's probably the biggest
Holy
thing
cow.
we've given it yet.
Yeah. Holy cow.
And then I have to see what Nina's payment for this is. So, gonna roll a d6. 3. Damn it, I wanted the 5. Cool. Those of you who can see Nina, so Rowan and Liam, you guys watch as she just starts coughing, screaming, and horns sprout from her head. Her eyes turn black, and her nails sharpen into points.
I'm so happy right now. Oh.
But that's my turn.
Like a scream of pain or of anger?
I imagine pain because horns just grew out of her head.
Yeah.
Like, this is a
Well,
transformation.
it makes me wonder whether you're still on their side or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not sure what's going on as you watch this black flame suddenly just erupt from her head and these horns go backwards, the flames sprouting from her fingers as these long, gnarly, just black nails come forward. Her fingers are now blackened, and like she has black veins just coming from her eyes and mouth. Anything else, Nina?
Nope, that was it.
That was a hard ass hit. All right. It is actually going to take a legendary action. And it's going to attempt to make a tail attack at you, Nathan. 24 to hit.
Yep.
That is 16 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then that'll be its turn. Liam,
Yes.
your turn, sir.
Give me one moment. Sorry. I'm uploading some stuff to my drive real quick. Okay, so let's get funky. Holding Talon in one hand and putting the other dagger back in its sheath, Liam is going to run. But as he runs, he's going to snap his fingers. And starting from that place, 2 Liams are going to run in different directions. So one is going to go here, and another is going to go here.
Okay.
Is there any way that I can get a second Liam on there?
Yeah. There you go.
Haha!
Can you move it?
I can.
Okay.
I'm gonna have so much fun with this. And since that was a spell, that is my move. That is my action for the turn.
Okay.
But now we've got 2 Liams.
Rowan, you are up. Your shield is on the ground. Chara is not before you. You've just watched this horrific thing occur to Nina and Nathan just anime run towards this thing, and then Liam split and run towards it.
Exactly. Like, and Tara disappear. Tara's body without a soul wink at me and disappear. Nina and all this shit happening. I'm like, what is this chaos? Is picking up my shield a free action? Or is it active? Okay. So I'll like look over at Nina and
I'm good. Just go.
I'll reach down, grab my shield, and with the Dragon Slayer longsword in my other hand, I will start running towards the dragon. Let's see, 5, 10, and like halfway through, I am going to leap off because I'm still in my transformation, so I still have my wings, and kind of do the same thing that Nathan did, where I fly up towards the dragon, and I will take a swing at it.
All right.
Their sword. All right. 19 to hit.
That just hits.
All right. So that means it takes an extra 3d6 because it's a dragon.
Oh my gosh.
One, two, three, plus the d8.
That's a nice sound.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's all like half damage though, so. But every little bit counts. 3, 6, 11, 15, 18 slashing damage.
Okay. Anything else?
And I will go ahead and use another War Priest to do a second attack
Okay.
with my bonus action.
As you are taking your second action, you hear a note of music start to fill the chamber, echoing across the way. This beautiful, fast, tempered fiddle music. And everyone but the Dark Lady can add 2 to their AC for 1 minute.
Damn. To the AC.
Mm-hmm.
I also forgot that with that hit, it was +4 radiant damage for being transformed.
Okay.
So here's the other
Radiant
strike.
damage.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna make this a guided strike. That way, a 20 goes from a 17 to a 27 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
3d6 and d8. 6, 10, 13, 15. Wow. 18 again.
What type of damage?
Slashing.
Slashing? Okay. Anything else?
That'll be it. I basically had come in up towards its level, so I'm now just hovering like right in its face as well.
Okay. At the top of the round. Everyone within 10 feet, which would be Liam to the left, Rowan, and Nathan. I need each of you to make dexterity saving throws for me.
15.
It's failure.
Okay.
Hold on.
Dexterity saving throw, you said?
Yeah.
That's a 10.
That's failure.
12.
Failure. 6, 15. Each of you suddenly feel this gust of air as these wings suddenly beat against you, tossing you backwards. But it's, yeah. What did I say?
15?
15 points of bludgeoning damage. and you are all
So-
knocked prone.
So, no. Just no.
What happens to your thing?
Nothing. It just.
Goes through it?
Yep.
All right.
Actually, I'm gonna use an Indomitable and re-roll that deck saving throw.
Yes.
But it goes through it, but you don't know it's an illusion unless you physically touch it. Or, like,
Which
see it.
it does, technically.
I thought it was a gust that was pushing it.
So it's a gust, but it's a wing attack. Like the wings are
Oh.
flying outwards, basically. Sorry, I didn't
All
explain
right,
that well.
23 on the re-roll.
Okay. Yes. So.
Then yeah, you definitely know that's an illusion, but it's still there.
All right.
So you don't
That
take
is
anything,
gone.
and you're not knocked prone.
Okay, so I'm still holding on to the dragon.
Yep. You're still like mid-flight through the air. That is
Alright.
their turn. Nathan. You've just
I would like to get to the dragon's head. I
would
don't-
say that's entirely possible.
Okay.
I would say you probably flew up to it and like your one arm around its neck.
Okay. I'm gonna do something kind of gross, so I apologize to anybody that might not like it.
Grosser than what Nina just did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Depending on who you are, I guess. But essentially, I'm kind of like holding onto the neck / horn. I want to reach back and pull out death. Reach back and shove the barrel in the dragon's eye for my first attack.
Yeah. Yeah, do it.
I guess one might say that you're horny.
14, but plus 9. So 23.
Nina.
That absolutely hits.
Okay, and just roll a d4 for damage, I guess, on that one?
Okay.
As like a stabby attack,
Yeah.
which is a fucking 1. Okay. So plus my strength, which is a -1. Cool, so 0. Just happens.
It just happens. It
But
presses
my second
into the
attack,
eye, and
I
you
just, like,
hear it, like its
Click
mouth
the hammer
circle.
back and lean over and go, I know where you're not armored, and pull the trigger.
Okay.
19 natural plus the 9, so
Oh yeah, that is.
let's 8, 7, 15 plus 5, 20 damage for that shot. It's piercing originally?
The click occurs, and you hear the rupture. You feel the splatter of fluid and viscous against your face, and you hear a loud roar. Nathan, you feel yourself suddenly dropping as you still grip onto this horn of this dragon, and its head, its body just drops to the ground. And as you're still gripping it, you hear the grated breath. Your gun still pressed now into this cavity within the eye and the head, like pressing past bone. And you just hear this voice. Don't you want to know all your memories? Your friends, your lovers, family, those that loved you, don't you want to remember them? I can unlock those for you. All the secrets of time, I can give them to you.
One, Nathan, when she starts to drop, you just hear this shit, and he falls to the ground. And then he leans down close when she's speaking, and We already tried that conversation. And he leans up and goes, Liam, help me out here.
Which Liam are you talking to?
I can't see either of them. I just said it out loud. I can't see further than 5 feet in front of my face. Who are you kidding?
You hear the dragging breath. I am the shadow cast upon the world ages ago from a realm none of you could dare bear witness to, much less walk upon. Its very soil would leach any joy, aspiration, any meager hope from the very pores of your skin, leaving you a despairing husk of your former selves. I not only survived the shadows, I conquered them. I swallowed them whole and made them loyal to me. And you gather at this point, Nathan, as your gun presses further in, you hear the dragon cry out before drawing it back. How do you want to kill this thing?
That was such a great speech, but it's Nathan.
I'm waiting for the sarcastic comeback.
He just clicks back the hammer again, leans over and pulls the trigger.
All of you hear the eruption of sound and just a thump. And a moment later, you hear another thump and another as two wings fall. And the great dark lady Nuvaring has fell. The area below quiets, and you hear a small tune still playing in the background as these dancing lights suddenly move forward, slowly just circling in a wide circle.
Showing a gold dragon that they can. Oh, I'm just kidding.
That's a dragon that slowly just the body is there and you see the edges of it just starting to crackle and turn to ash very slowly. Like you get the idea this is going to take a day before this thing just turns to complete ash.
Nathan will immediately stand up, look around. Where's Chara?
She fell. I don't know. Her body had no soul, but yet.
Well, that's really rude. Chara
And where's Nina?
appears behind Nina.
I'm here. Just I'm just. Oh. Just-
Nathan, if you don't mind, while we still have a few seconds left of my beacon of hope, you're looking a little rough.
And he looks. He literally looks down. And he's like, oh, I need a towel.
For the second time.
Yeah, that'd be appreciated.
And I will quickly glide down to him with my wings and come land in reach out to touch her shoulder and do my healing hands. And if you allow DM, that my beacon of hope is still up.
Yeah, yeah, it lasts for 1 minute. I would say you probably could get this in at the end.
Okay. Then you will heal 16.
And as this is happening, Chara would step up to the rest of you. Everyone else doing all right?
Are you?
Yeah, no, I'm actually really good.
Can I make a slight request?
Sure.
Liam's gonna wave his hand, and his doppelganger is gonna disappear.
Okay.
And I want to look around for the dragon's horde.
Okay. So you immediately start looking.
Can I do an insight check on the, what I said, are you fine? And the response of, like,
Yeah, go for it.
$23.
Seems legit.
How are you standing? I watched you fall.
Well, you're not the only one that's learned some things, Rowan. And she pulls out the fiddle again and rests her chin on it and starts to play this very solemn chord on the fiddle. And anyone that is within 60 feet of her is going to heal. Oh, what are we doing?
Is my beacon of hope still up?
Sure. So, yeah, it would be, if it was still up, 40 points, actually. Because it would be 4d10.
Yeah, we had, like, 5 rounds left.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I would say after that, it probably drops.
Said 40.
Yeah.
Have we seen Chara actually play a fiddle specifically? No?
No.
Based on your history check from before, you have no idea.
Can I roll that now that I see her and see that her playing it now? That's an 8.
Yeah, Tina.
Yeah, you're really not sure.
She's always pulling out new things, damn it.
This is like the episode of The Office where they take bets as to if Stanley has a mustache or not. This is that exact moment.
Because nobody can remember. Yeah.
DM,
Yes.
just a heads up. I rolled a 27 investigation
Okay.
for the horde.
I know what you're looking for.
Just want to be clear. Dragons have gold, and we need money.
Nathan will walk up to Nina too, like where he heard her call out from. Just like look down. You all right?
I think so.
He holds out his hand for you.
I don't think she takes it. I think she goes up to feel these for a start.
He just waits with it out.
Nina looks very different.
Mm-hmm.
She'd take it after a minute.
He helps you up and pull horns.
Thanks.
You're welcome. They'll turn around and walk away.
kind of reluctantly kind of comes out of the shadows.
How's everyone doing?
I mean, I feel a hell of a lot better.
Good, because that was the whole point of this. So that's one goal down. Anyone want to check a box, make themselves feel better?
Well, we defeated a dragon, a shadow dragon no less, like a named one. This is impressive, guys.
Yeah, it is. I don't want to stay here any longer than we have to, though. This place freaks me out.
Liam hasn't even noticed anything with Nina yet. He's just
Where the hell did Liam go?
Liam! Liam!
He's looking for treasure.
Of course he is.
look. When we need stuff, you're gonna be happy that I take the time to look for the dragon's hoard.
Okay.
Let him look. I suppose we deserved it.
I mean, if he finds something and buys me dinner with it, I don't care.
How's your head after the restoration and actually fighting her?
Oh, much better.
Does it feel like it's truly gone?
Let me check. You see him like close his eyes and kind of like, yep, feels like it.
Liam, you check and check and check. You search every nook and cranny. You feel pockets of cold. Almost like as you reach your hand towards it, thinking, oh, there's air moving here, and you reach your hand towards it, you feel almost like something drawing you towards it, but not in a good way. Almost like something being reached from you. And you feel sadness. And as you pull your hand away and shake it off, you continue searching. You feel this other pocket and you kind of follow the coldness, and again you feel this drawing, this leeching of joy, and you pull your hands back.
Much like capitalism in real life.
Pretty much. Sorry, I was struggling to find where the hoard was, and unfortunately Nuvarim deals in other treasure.
Well, I'm glad we killed her. Liam's gonna go back towards the group.
Found anything of use?
Liam's just gonna stop dead Mistrax looking at Nina. Or looking at Zell. What in the hell happened to you? I ask the moment that Zell actually walks away.
Of course, asking your sibling for something when they're not even there.
Alright guys. This has been amazing. Like really. This has been really fun. But yeah, I'm starting to get bored. So okay. Bye.
about.
Chara disappears.
You're all seeing the same. Well, the lack of this seeing the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess we're all learning something new lately.
Okay. What would you all like to do?
Could you use some little bit of healing, Liam? You're looking a little rough around the edges, like the rest of us. Wait, did you heal or were you out of the range of the?
No, I healed myself. That's just my
Okay,
copy that hasn't been removed yet.
okay.
Oh, are they
But
gone now?
yeah, I
they would
waved
be
my hand
gone
and
now.
I sent
Yeah,
them away.
they would be gone. Okay.
Yep, I was looking in the wrong spot.
Sorry, my apologies.
I
No.
fell for it.
That's the point.
Yep. Oh. I guess I'm gonna walk over to where the carcass is at. Well, I'm kind of already there, and look down and just mutter to myself. Guess that makes 2 to the list. Not really a list.
Nathan's like leaning over your shoulder when you say that. We should get you a belt or something you can notch or whatever.
Can you not sneak up on me?
Where's the fun in that? Thank you, by the way. He kind of just pats you on the shoulder and turns around and walks back to the middle of the group.
I'll turn around and walk up to Nina, but I'll wait for her to get back.
I'm here. I'm
She's
just
eating.
eating.
Um, I would try greater restoration on you, but I don't know if this is on purpose or a curse or what's this?
Do you remember how I told you that I had a little bag of worms that I found in Winnie's place?
Uh,
And that I was going to use them if things went really, really bad? Well, we couldn't see her. And so I found her and then tried to kill her with a very powerful spell that I shouldn't actually have access to because I ate one.
I thought you outgrew eating worms when we were like 5.
Liam, bigger things right now. And she points to the horns on her head. Anyway, I didn't realize it was going to have a side effect this bad. Thought maybe my skin might turn black or I might be like sick or something, but yeah.
How is your skin turning black not that bad?
I mean, you can still like never mind. And she's just gonna be like, I gotta get out of here. And start looking for the stairs to head up.
So, anyone else want to talk about the fact that Chara just vanished and peaced out? You know, like the Holy Spirit and all?
Oh, I missed that. Nina would definitely be freaking out about that.
Like, did she actually take over her religion or what's going on here?
Something weird's happening because when she went down, I tried to do spare to dying and it did not take. As if there was nothing there, and yet walking around playing a fiddle and now poof.
Okay. What is spare the dying? One. Two. It. Your experience, is that how deities are made? Out of curiosity, because I mean, she did start a religion and all.
I mean, I've never started a religion. I've only joined one, so I can neither confirm or deny, but it seems a little. This is new. I've never dealt with something like this before. I mean, not to this level. And to answer the first question, it's basically I couldn't quite heal her, so I decided to just at least stabilize her from altogether being dead. But
Oh, so it's like a spell thing. Got it.
yeah. Like I said, it didn't work.
Well, let's get the hell out of here and see what we can figure out.
All right. The group of you start to march out, heading up the stairwell, and as you get upstairs, it's well now into the evening. It is very dark out, especially in this area where the environment was literally changed around you by the presence of the shadow dragon. Do you guys wish to go ahead and start heading back? Do you want to camp out? What do you want to do?
I will leave that up to a group vote. How are we all feeling? Rest worthy or go home and rest worthy?
Well, home's like a 3-day trek, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we should not push our luck.
I think we took care of the worst thing that we could, like in the area here. So I think it's actually almost safer to rest here.
Sounds like a plan to me.
All right.
And I doubt much else is going to be trying to claim territory around the shadow dragon.
Yeah, maybe we should keep the whole fact that we killed her to ourselves. That way everybody, just assume she's still here.
You guys, are you going to be taking shifts or just everyone kind of taking a long rest together?
I think
I don't mind
watch.
taking the first shift.
Yeah, Nina will
Okay.
take the second.
All right, just real quick roll perception checks for me.
Fuck me.
I mean, buy me dinner first.
Nina got a 5, so she's probably looking at herself in her little mirror.
Okay.
Not actually paying attention.
What are we rolling again?
Perception.
What happened?
Rolled a 2.
Oh.
I rolled a 19.
Okay.
Has Nathan ever rolled double digits on a perception check?
Once.
Yeah.
So far, once.
What?
Poor guy.
I guess I can do like the fourth watch, so
Okay.
So first watch, whoever's, I think Nina, you said your second watch? Yeah, you have to wake Nathan up when you come and trade him up for one.
Perfect.
All right. What'd you get, Rowan?
21.
Okay. Rowan and Liam, both of you are able to stay up through the majority of it. Nathan and Nina, you guys kind of doze off here and there. d10.
Oh no. Oh no. It's a good thing I actually pulled out all my d10s earlier too when I was setting up. That's an 8.
Okay. You all wake up slowly in the morning. Gray, overcast, hazy, foggy day. It is cool. And you're not exhausted, but you've gotten a long rest. But just the sight of a long rest, you feel slightly drained. Like just being within the presence of this area has kind of dragged it out of you, and you get the sense staying here longer could possibly start to have effects. But yeah, you
Yay.
guys get the majority of a long rest.
DM, you gonna tell me what that 8 was all about?
Yeah.
God damn it! Well, I tried.
I'm gonna immediately look around, see if Charlotte had joined us.
You don't see Chara. You hear whispers along the air, and you feel a chill kind of run up your back. Then you hear almost like when you were in the Temple of the Howling Hatred, this distant sound of violin, but more fiddle. It's very distant. But it gives you just a little bit of pep to your step. But you do not see Tara.
So, is that concerning anyone else?
Nathan will just raise his hand.
Nina follows suit.
Liam is just staring at these horns and walking with them.
Just referring to his sister as horns now.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say I was staring at Nina. I was staring at her horns.
All right.
They're still different people to me.
Where are you all headed?
I think we would have headed out from here to go to like the temple and stuff, the other stuff we're looking for, but without Chara, like I imagine we head back to Westbridge. That's the last place we like saw her other than in the dungeon. So where else would she go?
Should we try some, like, you know how she does her prayer circle thing where she has us hold
A
hands?
little
And
seance.
should we try that to see if we can get her to know where we are and come back? Like,
I mean, I don't know what she's doing when she does all that.
should we? I guess I could try to commune with Yala. I don't know what's going to.
I want to believe that in the religion of Yala that we've now are seeing established, their praise to Yala is just to yell Yala, like holla. But yeah, that's the canon I'm believing in.
Okay. Nina's gonna pull out the little raven figurine that 3 left her, the little silver raven, and kind of whispers into it and tosses it onto the ground, and a real raven pops up. And it allows her to cast Animal Messenger on it. And she goes, well, if we're gonna go somewhere else, we can at least send word back in case she's there. So she will wait until we decide what we're doing, and then send a word back to Gulliver to let Chara know where we're headed. So, but yeah, if we want to commune with the spirits, I will do my best.
Okay, you guys start to head towards Westbridge. We will say it's about a 3.5 day travel. Just for the majority of it. Let's go ahead and have Rowan, Nathan, and Nina roll me perception checks.
Bless you.
Thank you.
What
Real
the
quick,
heck?
Yeah.
can I do something in those 3 days?
Yeah.
I'd like to infuse the Echo Stone with Armor of Agathis, with
Okay.
the word being, or the phrase being, "Be cool."
Okay. Absolutely. Yeah. Mark that in your notes. All right. So we'll start with Rowan. What'd you get?
16.
Nathan?
You're muted.
Muted.
Yeah, so I rolled a nat 1 for a total of a 2.
Excellent. Nina?
17.
Okay. All right. You guys all travel and make your way safely to Westbridge. As you let me throw you back onto Westbridge. As you come into the as you come into the southern across the bridge, and start to make your way down the main path or up the path, one thing becomes blaringly obvious. There seems to be a different energy about town. The shrines you had noticed previously, there seems to be more of them. There seems to be more things about them, more candles, more little knickknacks, little notes next to them. And people you pass seem to have a bit more jaunt to their step as well. And you notice a really odd thing. Every now and then you see a bubble, just like a 3 to 4 inch size bubble floating through the air. And you pass probably... Oh, that's the wrong dice. Actually, no. I'm going to have... Chara, would you go ahead and roll 2 d20s for me?
– 5 and a 19.
Okay. see a lot. As you're going through town, you just will randomly see a bubble, some floating high above, drifting down past people and just around. Normal looking little bubbles. And every now and then you'll pass someone that'll just give you a nod and good day to you. Praise be to Yala as they pass by. You guys make your way to the middle of town. As you reach the middle to where Harrivan's Inn is, you notice a little ways down where there had been a temple that was starting to be built. You start to see there's quite a few people now working on it, and it is looking very well put together now, and there's quite a crowd that seem to have come to help throw in a hand to build this temple with great care and great craftsmanship, as you see Tristan there as well, helping to guide, looking slightly harried, maybe a little sleepless, but doing his best to direct and guide as he continues to try and help fulfill this order.
I think we'd approach him and be like, what's happening?
Hey, oh, geez.
Sorry.
No, are you okay?
It's a long story.
Yeah. Do you need anything?
Have you seen Chara?
Yeah.
The other elven woman.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she's been around town.
Okay, that's good. What's going on here? You're building a temple.
Yeah. A bunch of the townsfolk came together and threw in lot, purchased a contract for me to build a temple to the new goddess.
Right, Yala. Okay, where was the last place you saw Chara?
I mean, honestly, I haven't had much sleep. Between the temple and all the shrines orders, I've been a little busy. Plus, oh, you know what? No, I think it was when she came to my shop one night, actually. Sorry, I'm just now remembering. Yeah, she was looking to purchase like something for a ring or something, like a carving, like a radish.
Okay. I'm gonna let you get back to it.
Okay.
Looks
Sure
great.
You're okay.
I'm fine. I'm gonna be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
And she kind of like adjusts her hair to like try and cover up the horns.
Yeah.
She's almost starts doing like a Hannah thing from Rat Queens, where her hair,
Yes.
she like winds up around it to try and
Yes.
hide them. Yeah.
He kind of like nods like approvingly, and then realizes what he's doing. He's like, I'm sorry. I just, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She'd go off and tell the rest of the group that he's seen Chara, so she's around here somewhere. She asked him to carve a radish for a ring. Does that make sense to any of you?
You know, Char tends to do a lot of her own things spontaneously. This
But
is one
she's
of them.
here.
Why she left us? I don't know.
I mean, if she almost died, I would have wanted to get out of there too pretty quickly. But I didn't even know she could do that, to be honest.
Hmm.
Let's just go check the manor, or what's her other favorite place to go around here? Does she have a favorite place to go around here? She likes to lay around in the manor, right? Like on the chase lounges and stuff?
Or maybe she's telling tales at the inn to new travelers. I mean,
Nina,
While
like,
this
looks around and...
conversation-
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, while this conversation is happening, can I sneak up on them at all?
Yeah. Roll a stealth check.
Just for funsies.
And
Not that I think that it'll work, but
anyone else can roll perception.
perfect timing to get a natural one.
So you're sneaking up on the group, are you?
yeah, that's the plan.
Nina got a 16, so I imagine that she's like actively catching every eye of every person who looks in her direction and like gives her a look of like horror or scaredness, and she's like, I want to get out of here. And then she like sees Chara out of the corner eye, because you said Chara got a what?
13.
Yeah, so 16. She was...
Very fit.
Oh my god, there she is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as soon as you hit 10 feet, Nathan just kind of looks over like, oh, there you are.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Where have you been?
I've been here. I've been busy. It's been a really busy week.
We killed a dragon. I got horns.
I like the look. I like the horns.
Thanks. Not the point. You disappeared. You were there with us. What do you mean?
Right,
You've
right.
been
Okay,
busy here.
so Char's gonna like look around, be like, we can definitely have this conversation back at the manor.
Okay, great. Nina starts walking towards the manor
Great.
again, like hiding.
Probably not in the middle of town square.
Yeah, as you guys start to head back towards the manor, you continue to see here and there a bubble that floats past, and as you walk past it, it just slowly floats, and then as Chara passes, it kind of does a wide berth and goes around, and you all get up to the manor. You pass multiple people that are just, good day, good day. Again, the energy of the town seems to have shifted to... Westbridge was very much a kind of isolated, gem to begin with. And it's got a new level of energy at this point. But you all make it up the long path to the manor, which looks delightfully the same as you step into it and the door closes behind you. You hear it echo across the long hall. Do you all head back to the bar area, the dining area?
Yeah, Nina's immediately like, I need a drink.
Yeah, I assume. All right, you all head back
Alright.
to the back area with the tavern.
As a quick, that's where I'm gonna call it for the night. Go get somebody your meds and stuff.
Yeah.
So enjoy.
Good night. You all get back to the bar area, and yeah, you Nina immediately pulls out some of the fancy wine, several cups, starts pouring them, and you all just kind of wide-eyed stand there a moment, drinking.
Okay, Chara, spill.
Okay, so it wasn't that big of a deal, but I definitely, some miracles happen, and people seem to be a lot happier. And the fawn friend, you guys remember that whole thing?
What?
No, you were okay. Well, see, this is gonna sound a little out there, but just bear with me. 3.5 days ago, we were leaving town, and a fawn from the Feywilds appeared, and said that he really believed in me, and gave me a magic item that I've really been wanting, which is great. Super thrilled about that, and wanted to see what kind of chaos I could ensue. So his name was the Investigator. He mentioned something about the Deceiver, which I had, as far as Allie remembers, I don't think I have anything to do with that.
And you would know it was a satyr.
Great. Satyr, not fun. But anyway. And then you all were gone. I just figured you knew.
Really quick, wasn't the Deceiver mentioned in Chara's room? And when you guys were fighting for Nina? Or was it just in Nina's thing? I thought he was the demon that was like that she saved the woman from.
It was in
Right, but
the room, like the statues that I saw.
Oh, you were in those. Okay.
I,
Gotcha.
but did Chara ever get told that information? I don't.
Yeah, I asked you about like what were these women like the because we all described what we saw. Well, I described what I saw, but I don't remember you ever technically answering, or you were like, "Oh, that makes you're normal," like, "Oh, that makes sense," and then moved on, and then elaborate.
Oh, that sounds like me. Makes sense. That makes sense.
I remember Chara not wanting to go into too much detail about it, so she like intentionally left it vague, but I believe she does know that Rowan learned about like you saving someone from someone called the Deceiver.
Right.
Oh yeah, his name was the Deceiver. Well,
The whole time Chara is talking, by the way, I'm gonna down the drink a little quickly and just keep in and out.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
well, I'll have to figure out a way to fix that later. But apparently the Deceiver stole something really important from the Queen, or I'm mixing that up with the Feywild Queens. Anyway, I feel like I got the royal blessing to do some Yala stuff, and it was pretty great. I think that it was successful. I think I had a pretty successful week, all things considered.
So let me get this straight. You weren't with us while we fought a dragon. You are here,
Yes.
continuing to grow your fake religion.
Well,
And now
Is it fake though? I mean, if she performs the
it's-
miracles, it's kind of real.
it's kind of real now. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that I could stop it if I wanted to. But the good news is I did release some writings to help really solidify
okay.
Oh,
all
great.
of this stuff. So like, there's lore. So it's kind of hard to argue the existence of the religion. It definitely exists.
Oh boy. I,
So who was with us fighting the shadow dragon? Was that the investigator that you mentioned?
It might have been.
Well, he almost died.
Oh, well, I hope he didn't die because I'd probably have to answer a couple more questions to people I don't want to answer questions to.
I would say that would probably be a good thing if he died, but regardless, he didn't. He just disappeared, right, Rowan?
I mean,
If it was even him?
uh, he looked so much like for the last, technically it would be 7 days because there's 3.5 there, 3.5 back.
Yep, I've definitely been here the whole time.
Do you know how to play the fiddle?
No.
Well, shit.
I play the lyre? How do you pronounce it's lyre?
I think it's
Lyre. I play a stringed instrument, but it is not a fiddle.
Or like a big bellied guitar.
Yeah. Looks like a pear cut in half.
So, what do you mean you just felt that you got the blessing from the queen, the investigator? I feel like you're skipping a lot of details.
I'm truly not. Am I even skipping a lot of details? I really don't think I am. There was the investigator part, the deceiver part, which I messed up. Fair. I'll figure out a way to fix that. And then, the investigator who's speaking on behalf of the Feywild Queen told me that he really believed in the work that I was doing and then gave me something to help me. And
What did
then
he give you?
he gave me a magic wand.
That how is it helping you? Does it have spells in it?
I can hear thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, this is actually a real religion now.
What sort of miracles have you been? And you say miracles, is it just spells that you've done to get people to see it as a miracle, or are you actually like bringing people back from the dead or something?
Well, I didn't bring anybody back from the dead, but I did help some sick kids. I got somebody laid. I hitched 2 people. I saved some guinea pigs.
You've done that with us on our trips.
Oh, and DM, we didn't talk about the last bullet point, but I had something prepared
Oh, go
for
for
the
it.
last bullet point with the old man who goes and visits his wife's grave. Chara would have one morning cast like major image as he walked out of his domicile so that his whole garden would be stained pink in memory of his wife. So I did that too. And I brought a doctor to town. Like, some of this was just common sense. Some of it was divine intervention, but some of it was common sense.
I mean, hey, like you said, people are happier, right?
That seems to be the consensus. So, as much as, maybe the name Yala isn't real, there's definitely stuff happening.
Well, I think you've now made it real. They are literally building a temple.
Right. I'm not building the temple though. That's just a byproduct of the miracles.
Oh,
Right. but What did you get from Tristan? A radish?
Oh my gosh, so sweet. The two radish competitive farmers, Lavinda and Garfield. Well, Lavinda has been pining after Garfield for like ever, and Garfield finds her kind of annoying, but really wanted to try to figure out how to defeat the competition, so to speak. And I made the excellent suggestion, what if they just combined forces and got married, and then there would be no competition and they'd really have the corner of the turnip market. Um, I think that's the one I'm most proud of. I think they're on their date right now, actually. So there should be a wedding that we're invited to at some point. Well, Yala will be invited. I don't know if we'll be invited.
So, hold on a second. You're saying that the miracles are happening, but the miracles are happening because you're making them happen.
Yeah,
What happens when you're not here anymore?
I haven't thought that far ahead. You really just have to believe, I think it's what they're saying these days.
I think you go into a period where you pray a lot to your God, and when they don't answer, you start to feel really bad about yourself, right, Rowan?
wow.
Oof. That was
Tina
rough.
goes, I'm sorry, that was inappropriate, and I am really not in any place to talk. And she will just.
But see, that's why I released the writings. They help people feel comforted even when I'm not here.
I'm just gonna reach over and snatch the bottle from Nina.
Fair.
Look, I don't see the downside to this. I'm going to be honest. I'm sure that there is one or two bad things that could possibly happen. But in this moment, it seems like a win-win for most individuals.
Well, I don't know how gods are created, but devils are created just by eating worms. So why can't new gods and religions be created by small miracles that somebody who is very much not a god to start is?
At least you've given something to these people to lift some spirits. I mean, what can be the harm in that? Sometimes just having something to believe in is what truly matters. Can't believe I'm saying that, but it's true.
And I have a long game plan too. This isn't just a short-sighted, funsy side quest. I have a plan.
yeah, so the concept of it being a plan kind of sounds like manipulation. Like, kind of just throw it out there and let it grow, and you can seed it, but
So what? I can't do it, but a politician can.
what about politicians?
So somebody else can manipulate others, but I can't?
I mean, I never said that manipulation from others is good either, but
Well, I, for one, think it's probably the coolest thing besides us killing a shadow dragon that could have happened in the last week. So,
But to
Here,
be
here.
clear, our thing was cooler.
I mean, that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Did you get any good treasure?
that's a sore spot.
Liam is
yeah.
Liam's going to get quiet and walk away.
Oh,
Yeah.
I take it you didn't get treasure.
I think the only thing a dragon of shadow takes joy from is making sure there is no joy from others. So I don't think she had any interest in cold.
Sounds about right. That makes sense. Great.
At this point, you
But
would
Nathan's
hear
thing has stopped. Yeah.
small
Good.
little footsteps, and you would see a face peek around. Oh, you all made it back. Thank gods. Or just one god, apparently.
Yala!
Yes. Okay, that's the one for us now.
So if we ever needed any sign that like the audio quality is much better here, definitely that.
Yeah, it
Also,
definitely
hearing
doesn't
my
have the noise
dogs.
suppression of Discord.
But it was the timing, though.
Yeah,
It was
perfect.
fantastic.
Dogs do not like Yala. No, Gulliver would kind of pop in for a moment and just. I'm very happy to see all of you survived. Again, it's not often people survive 2 encounters with a shadow dragon. Taken care of, though, this time?
For good. Nathan made sure of it.
Really?
Yeah.
I am terribly relieved. I was beginning to think we were going to have a shadow dragon coming to Westbridge. Wouldn't that be something for the books? Anyways, no new news, I don't think, other than, you know, the new goddess of Westbridge. Other than that,
So no other signs of assassins or anyone coming after Pell? No one... No talk
No.
of whoever this Punisher is?
all the townspeople seem to have gone back to normal, if not abnormal now.
Right.
Their spirits are good right now. No assassins. The only thing really is the signs at the entrances and the exits to Westbridge along the road.
Signs?
A promised message from the Zentarum.
Ah. Well, hey, I didn't actually expect them to keep on their end of the deal there, but that's something.
I suppose I only noticed because I know what I'm looking for, however. They have their people around. 1 or 2 of them. Just keeping an eye.
So no need for an axe throwing festival to
I
find the new city guard.
they are holding up their end.
Good.
You all are quite impressive. Truly. Our town is literally changed because of you. I'm a different halfling because of your presence, and for that I thank you. I never thought I could walk through town without scathing looks my way. So thank you.
I mean, you had to step up and make choices yourself. It's not like we could take all the credit.
I wasn't ready to be the man, the halfling, that this place needed. I think you will bring that out in people. I don't think you give yourselves enough credit. But either way, couple drinks?
Yes, food
all
and
of the above.
drinks. It's time to celebrate.
I will see it done. Otherwise, any next steps? Anything we need to do?
I think we need to look more into this deceiver person and then look back to that stone monastery, right? Or the celestial shard that's missing, Rowan?
There's a path I'll have to follow at some point. Do you need to concern yourself, Gulliver?
She doesn't mean that like rudely. It's just
Oh,
a
no.
long explanation and
I have no interest in following the paths that you will take. I do have an extensive library and I do read a lot, but I will go get dinner ready.
Oh.
You would pad off.
Thank you, Nina. I didn't mean for it to come across as...
I don't know when I became the person to care about other people's feelings, but he did just thank us for making him a better person. So I just didn't want him to think that we were like excluding him. We are living in his house. Although he kind of gave it to us. Anyway, I just want to go to bed and...
Is it the horns?
You'd think it would go in the opposite direction though, wouldn't you?
Well, who said horned individuals are inherently nasty?
Good point.
Did we just hear Nina admit that she cares?
Miracles do happen.
Liam's just gonna look at her like,
Oh, shove off. But seriously, Rowan, we dealt with Nathan's thing. If the shard's a concern, we can look into it. But if you would rather we dig into the cult, the Punisher, this deceiver, whatever it is, this what Flick wrote about with the old one, the elder one.
What I was going to say is, I feel that the shards may be a path that could occur while pursuing the others. I wouldn't really know where to begin, to be honest.
All right then. We have a lead, at least with the Stone Monastery, so. I love that Wasabi keeps coming back. Like, no matter how many times you put him on your bed, he's just like, hello. She's just.
He's not
Yep.
I don't know if you
mine,
guys
but I
can hear her
love
like
him.
chirping too.
Yeah.
Like the little chirps as she reaches.
All right, so you guys partake in drinks, a very fulfilling meal, light conversation about the going-ons in the town. Gulliver mentions how a a woman came and requested a doctor be brought to town, and he reached out, sent letters out to Waterdeep and such to bring a physician if possible, and you guys kind of go about talking about goings on in town and such, and he would bring up at one point, how the dragon fight went and everything, and you guys would kind of explain it. At one point, he would finally look up at you, Nina, and just, I love it. It's very fitting.
You think?
I do. I think
Is he
you-
lying to me? Or
roll an insight check.
she is very self-conscious about these right now. Insight. Oh, that's actually a 19.
Okay. You get the idea that he's not lying so much as it freaks him out, but it also, having interacted with the group of you and knowing that you're on his side, it also brings him comfort.
Mm.
And he's turned on.
No, he's got a thing for Chara.
He
He's transferring.
he's weirdly like scared and yet comforted at the same time. And
He has a type. He really has a type. I don't know if
Yeah.
you can tell.
It really does. Wow.
And he's also
Nina,
come to care for the group
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah. Nina kind of looks at him, gives a little smile, touches the she really does have her hair like pulled up into these like space buns around him, but they don't cover them because they're pretty big, so you still just see a little bit. She kind of just like tucks it and goes, thanks, I'm still getting used to them, but well, they didn't disappear, so I guess I have to.
Yeah. Do you know how long those are gonna last?
Nope. I don't.
Is that gonna happen every time you choose to eat a worm?
I'm kind of hoping I don't do that again in the past. In fact, I was kind of thinking of maybe not. Because I don't know what else is going to happen.
You ate a worm.
It's some magic left over from a hag that I probably shouldn't have used, but we were in dire straits. I didn't know it was going to do this.
You. And he sets his fork down. Chicken on
We're
it.
like talking over dinner.
Just kind of pushes the plate forward a bit and folds his hands. You ate a worm and horn sprouted, and all the rest happened.
Yeah. I was also able to cast Finger of Death, which is a pretty powerful necromantic spell, on the dragon. It wasn't what killed her. Nathan did that, but it hurt her more than what we were able to do with the way she was dodging in and out of shadows. So,
That's
I kind of deserved it.
impressive. Heck.
Yeah, just something I thought I had taken care of and had a little residual trinket left from her.
I
But-
mean,
Well, only does he know about all of you?
I don't think so.
he kind of nods and just takes a sip of his wine and, well, hags are not something to be messed with. They're dangerous.
Can say that again.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Tiefling has to start somewhere in a lineage, right? I suppose that's how it happens.
Well, the horns are not so bad. It's the rest of it's.
Yeah. Maybe that'll heal. We'll see.
I've sent for a physician. Perhaps they can.
Char mentioned that. Yeah, that's awesome.
Hags.
Not here. Don't worry.
You see his eyes like kind of going, and his mind. You could see the gears whirring.
Yeah.
Like
What would happen if I blew a bubble or like pressed a little button
yeah.
on my
Do
wand?
you want to do that?
I kind of want to do it. Like, what was gonna happen if I do that?
Okay. So
I want to know what
you
he's thinking about.
kind of swirl your wand kind of under the table, and a little bubble appears. Boop, and just kind of floats. All of you kind of see this little bubble float over the table, and are you looking to? Are you twisting it to hear the thoughts?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to know what his thoughts are.
You hear hex. Devilish creatures, devious. Greens, sea hags. What else? What else did I read, child? Night hags, yes. There's the Osprey hags. The worms. No, there's worms. Something about larvae. There's a soul larvae. There's a soul with the night hags, though. And you hear like these mumblings within his head about almost like school reading type books, like he's recalling things, and it's kind of
It's
what.
fun.
You guys see Kara's cat's paw under. Oh, it's gone.
Right. You all consume dinner, and unless you have more you want to do,
Nope.
I would say you all get a long rest then.
Say, I feel like Rowan at this point is just very exhausted from the amount of stuff that's.
Traveling and stress, yeah.
Mhm.
Chara's extremely well rested. She's never slept better.
Yeah. Oh. Before you head to bed, real quick, as you all are continuing dinner, at one point you would hear a little chuckle. Oh, there's a bubble of Yala. Gulliver just kind of points out before he decides, oh, you know what, this food does look good, and he digs back into it. And you guys all head to bed, take baths, rest, heal up, and you all get a long rest. The next morning, it is a cool morning. There is, again, a chillness to the air. It well and truly feels like fall is starting to kick in. You hear rustling of wind, that cool breeze, as you each kind of wake up and congregate together to decide what to do next steps. So you all can, what do you guys want to do? Let me ask that.
From my notes, the only thing I can think of is that we have the lead about the temple, and that Liam and Rowan know where to find like the entrance. So, that's all I can think of. But I am open to other things or ideas if anyone else has other things they want to do.
I feel like that would be what's on Rowan's mind.
And that takes us towards the Punisher or the Deceiver, or those are the same person.
I think the Punisher was who stepped in. I believe they're mortal, like they're like a priest of. They kind of stepped into the vacuum that Reese's death caused. The deceiver is actually some sort of like devil or fiend, right? Called Fraser Blue. That's kind of tied to the larger issue. And then Flick's letter was talking about the Elder one and everything, Sagatha or whatever it is that they're trying to release. So we're trying to
Thank you.
figure out where these orbs of power are either at or being made and try to prevent that, because we have ours downstairs in the basement still. But I don't think it's necessarily taking us to either one of those. Might be the Punisher, but yeah, we got pushed in the direction of this
Temple.
stone temple.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Yeah, you guys each kind of have your own information and such. Yeah, you just to kind of lay it out there, because I know I've thrown a lot of things at you. You've definitely had the stone monastery, seems to be a good next step. You have the deceiver, is definitely a player on the board. The herald seems to be a separate thing that the Dark Lady had mentioned, that would call forth the chained one. So that is two separate things that you guys kind of gather, two separate entities. There is the gems. There seems to be two different types at this point, which actually, I don't know if you guys have talked about it, honestly.
I don't think we have.
No.
Like at
So
all.
I'm not even gonna, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think based on what you guys have talked about, it sounds like you're, I mean, you guys can talk about it further if you want.
When you say the gems, are you referring to the Celestial Shard, to Chara's gem stuff, or something entirely different? Because we haven't talked about them.
So because I know there's been a lot of information. These are two separate types.
Okay.
There's two kind of separate things going on in terms of gems. One is in Shara's wheel.
Yep.
And then
Which we know
one
nothing about. Yep.
is
Well, I just
currently,
mentioned it.
yeah, sitting in a bag that I believe Rowan is holding.
Okay.
So Rowan's got some gems.
I think, and then yeah, just to make it like Chara did just mention the Fey Queen's missing gem.
Yeah, you guys can absolutely have it out if you want over breakfast. I'm totally fine with that.
I feel like the conversation is going to go exactly like it just did, where it's like, we have so many things happening to us that it's just.
Listen, we can spend more time spreading the word and love of Yala.
Do you want to stay here instead of go with
No,
them?
we just travel around. Yala has to grow. Can't just stay in one place. Like I said, there's bigger picture stuff.
And whoever sent those assassins, because that was who we learned about the stone thing from, didn't want Flick's letter to get to us. So that seems important. So
Yes,
we can head to that, spread Yala, keep an ear out for the other things, these gems, the deceiver, all of it.
All in a day's work, I guess. Or lifetime.
Or two.
Okay. So you guys are heading where?
To the the stone.
Stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
The stone thing.
Yeah, entrance is at the sacred temple looking for the sacred stone monastery.
Okay.
Monastery. Not Mason.
Look how cute this little rice box is.
It's little.
It's so cute.
Oh my goodness.
Also, the fortune that I got from the cookie was kind of fucked up.
Oh no.
What?
What did it say?
Borrow money from a pessimist. They don't expect it back.
Shitty advice. What?
That's the best advice I've ever heard from a.
Fortune.
Yes.
I might have to. I'm gonna put this right underneath my D&D little mini here.
Jeez.
I'm to be right back. I'm gonna go use the restroom.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you mind if we go ahead and just take a quick break while you're?
Yeah, we'll take a quick five. Take a fiver.
Perfect. Thank you.
Did we go on break? I can't hear you.
Quick five.
Okay, sorry. I was grabbing a donut in the kitchen. So. I mean, at this point, the culture's just a side quest.
I'm gonna try to incorporate the cult stuff into the Yala stuff if that helps. I don't know if you were picking up on that at all, but that's my plan. why she's talking so much, honestly. But that's why she's so snuggly too. Oh, I can't stop yelling. Oh.
Why is she snuggling?
Because she's gonna go into heat.
Mm.
She'll be miserable this time next week. She'll hate me. It'll be fine. She's too old now. There's nothing I can do about it now. So this is just my life forever. Well, come on, honey. Come on.
Her view is so pathetic, Sally.
Mine's never that talkative. Like, she'll respond like back and stuff, but man.
Bro, my aunt is very talkative. Papa will let you know that he is there.
All my animals are chatty. They're all just really loud. I think they get it from me. They honestly, they all have to get it from me.
Yeah, sorry. Camera's just off.
Okay.
I exist.
Okay. The group of you head out the front door, and as you step out the door, you see a courier standing there, and they almost seem surprised to see you. Oh, sorry. This is for the Sir Gulliver and guests of the house of Gulliver Manor. And he just holds it out. Holds it first towards the first person there, which is Nina. Comes back a little bit and is like, kind of holds it out to someone else.
She will sense that and just kind of reach out and snatch it from him.
Right. All right. Thank you.
Here, she will give him a silver.
Okay. He shakily is like, thank you. Doesn't look at you as you hand it to him and then darts off. You unfold this letter with a wax seal on it, and you would see what looks like a invitation, hastily written, to the house of Mayor Gulliver and guests of his manor. You are all invited to the celebration and joining of one Lavenda Pelting and Garfield Clogfoot. Long-awaited lovers, enemies, friends, now to be joined forevermore. A house divided, radishes to come as one.
Oh, this is
And
gonna be good.
it would list the date, and it's for a couple weeks into the future. But it basically lists out the date, the time, and where the event will take place, which is 100% going to be in the new temple. Looks like the date, you see a little note, date is for this, upon temple opening, unless it will be, take a little bit longer, then it will occur upon first date that the temple is completed.
We'll hand the note to Chara and be like, here, you did get your invitation, not just Yala.
Called it.
Never did I think I'd write a note that says, got an invitation to the radish wedding.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Anytime.
Mm-hmm.
I just envision like our next leg of the trip. Char's just going to be sharing all sorts of lore with you guys about who Yala is. Just like, so did you know in the story I put this?
So we can like continue to share it and like, back you up and everything like that. 'cause
Is it
that's
in
something that
draft
kinda-
form? Can we give
In what?
feedback?
Give feedback. It's too late. I published this stuff.
Uh,
I spread it far and wide, baby. There is no
in
editing.
7 days? What the?
We should talk about
I
we
was
should talk to your
busy too.
marketer.
Yeah, Liam could probably throw out some pamphlets.
I'm sorry, I'm otherwise contracted.
Can't spread the word of Yala while you're spreading the word of Valavos.
Exclusive contract for now.
Let's fucking.
Well, mark our calendars and hope we don't die then. It'd be really weird if the goddess that was supposed to bless the union didn't show up.
Well, she wasn't going to show up anyway.
Oh, okay.
It'll be at the temple. I'll be there in spirit.
Good.
I think that's how that works.
So
so
what
too.
is her, like, as we're traveling, I would have probably asked, like, what is her, like, official look?
Oh, I can totally help with that. And then Chara will just like throw her hand up, and as her hand like crosses her face, she shifts form entirely. And she has long, dark, slightly wavy hair. It goes down to her feet. Like black hair, these like dark green, almost like moss and dirt colored eyes. And like skin that looks like it's the end of summer, right? That you've been working out in the fields the whole time, so it's got that slightly golden hue to it. And as she shifts, like a very distinct smell of ripe hay and fresh apples fill the air. Like very specifically the Macintosh apples, the ones that smell like apples. She'll go, what do you think?
Wasabi thinks it's great.
You wanna come here?
Nina would clap. Nina would applaud you.
What
Brava.
do you have a voice for her?
Well, no, not really. I haven't gotten that far yet. I guess it's just this voice now. But I've only appeared unto like 3 people.
I mean, looks like a harvest god for sure.
Did you know that Yala has 4 husbands?
Really? Good for
Yeah.
her.
Like currently?
Like all the time. Yeah, that's her thing. 1 for each of the major elements.
Huh.
Yeah.
Are they they give off elements as they're interacting together, or it's just like, oh, I need to have in a representative of each element.
As they're interacting together, is that how you just asked if they like generate water while they're having sex, Rowan?
God bless air husband.
Yeah.
They don't want to dry ass moment.
Nina just starts laughing hysterically. You're adorable.
It was a legit question. Clearly, Charlie
We
had
haven't-
everything figured out, but
The devil is in the details. The devil is in the details.
We'll just say, to make it official, all of the husbands are okay in bed. But what's more important is that Yala, right, is like the controller, is like the top dog of those elements.
I can get behind this.
Going full matriarchy. Matri.
man,
Right, Wasabi? Yeah. Come here, honey.
the most pathetic sounding you.
Seriously.
She is trying to tell me, y'all, it's so funny. I would show you if it wouldn't be weird. She wants me to get in the bed so she can get under the covers
No.
and snuggle up to me while she's like, she's trying to tell me it's bedtime right now. That's what these mews are. She's not getting her wish. No, she's not.
Next thing you know, she just starts slapping you across the face. Go to bed.
Alright.
My boys are ready for bed too. When I just left for our break, they were like, "Yes, bedtime. Yes."
So, let me see. So from Westbridge, you guys would need to travel.
It's the place before or after the dust devils that we saw.
Yeah, so question, do you, looking at the map, do you want to go down the stone trail across the bridge and then down from Belliard? Or do you want to go down the long road to Red Larch, the path you went last time, and cut across, basically up to, where is it? To the monastery.
Excellent question.
I'm gonna let Rowan and Liam decide that since they're the two who are guiding us.
What are the options again?
You can either, so looking at the map, you can either go down the stone trail across the stone bridge, or, yeah, you don't have to go across. You can go, there's a couple different ways. You can go down this area through the canyon until
If you're
you
pointing at things, we don't see it.
don't.
We're at the red circle.
What red circle?
Yeah, we see a
Now
red
I'm-
circle and a green circle.
Oh, I see. Okay. The green circle. Oh, you don't see my lines? I have
No.
broadcast the others.
Are you on a DM layer right now?
Yes. Okay, here we go.
There we go.
There we
Stone
go.
trail. There's,
Yeah,
you can go here through the canyon, down this way, through the canyon. The canyons, as Liam and Rowan are aware, they can be dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
So there is that route, which looks to be 64 hexagons. You can go across the bridge to Belliard and then down a bit more of a common road. You do have to cross back over the river, though. 64 hexagons to get back there.
Mm-hmm.
You can also take the long road and cut across from Riverguard straight up to Sacred Stone. That is 72 hexagons. That's the familiar
But
path.
it's like the most straight shot.
And that's the path you have done before.
Right. Were the Dust Devils at the Air Temple place? Or were they actually, like, in between the air and the stone?
That you saw at the canyon entrance?
Uh-huh.
Those were... They were there when you initially were looking. However, when you exited the temple after having defeated Arisi, they were no longer there.
Okay. Well, I'd say we kind of leave it up a little bit to a vote because we can either go shorter route, potential of running into things that can be dangerous in the canyon, or take the longer route and go back by the river keep, the cult where some of us all met.
Belliard. We've been to Belliard before.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Rowan, is that where your little friend is? Or is it somewhere else?
Which friend?
Oh, don't play coy. You know the one she's talking about.
How many friends do you have, realistically?
Wow.
You told us you were such a loner and outcast from where you're from.
Hence why I was like, which friend? Because I didn't really. Okay.
Isn't that where what's her face is?
Tavi?
Tavi.
Toby.
Tovi.
Yes, that's where Toby is at.
Well, we'd be remiss if we didn't take a chance and go through Belliard again.
I'm gonna take it there's not really gonna be another option now.
Well, I don't see why we would go the other way when there's a perfectly good reason to go that way. Do you not want to see her again? Because that would be the only like negating reason.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't want to see her again. It's. Don't we have enough distractions?
No such thing as enough distractions.
And I also think you could use a distraction like Toby more often.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Maybe you need a distraction too.
I love this plan. I love this new distraction plan.
Did I just... Okay, are we all going to the brothel now?
Liam isn't.
Well, you're going to Belliard because that's the way we're going. And Nina starts off in that direction.
Oh, I don't mind go- Liam chases after Nina. I don't mind going, I just don't want to go to a brothel.
Doesn't
That's
look like
fair.
you have a choice.
I mean, he can go hang out in a tavern.
Just not that one tavern.
Was that in Belliard or were we in Yartar? Well, that was Belliard, wasn't it?
It was. I'm pretty sure it was Belliard.
Belliard. Yeah.
Was it Billiard?
I couldn't remember. I know
I
we
was
had
a wee bit nervous during that time. I don't remember.
I honestly do not remember if it was Yartar or Belliard. Hold on.
Hold on, I'm looking at my notes.
I think it's Yartar.
It's Yartar.
Yeah, it's Yartar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which
Well, just
you all
kidding.
would know
Is on the way still.
is that away.
It's completely different.
Yeah, Belliard is the one we went through on our way to Westbridge. So
yeah.
So it's a bit different. So okay, I'll rewind really quick. Someone actually is like, oh wait, no, I'm holding the compass upside down. Yeah, I don't have a preference. The long road people will be traveling on, we might run into others that we can talk to, as opposed to the wilderness where there's like more dangerous things, but we're also looking for those dangerous things. So I don't know, do we want to find and question people like we saw in Yartar, where those people who was like walking through town barefoot or whatever? I don't know. I could see arguments for both, so I'm really open to either.
Well, I guess if we took the long road, that would give Chara an opportunity to
Spreads the word.
Yala to anyone we pass.
Have you heard of our Lord and Savior, Yala?
One of our Lord and Saviors, not the one.
There you go. Yeah.
We're inclusive here.
There's more than one God. There's Hernia.
Really?
Nina just laughs because that's what Nathan always calls him.
That's the one I've heard of. Hernia.
I love giving Rowan a hard time. It's just the greatest.
I imagine that at one point Chara would like totally pull Rowan aside and be, oh wait, no, I'll wait till we're traveling. We haven't decided which way we're going yet. It doesn't matter.
Long road. Yeah.
The long road.
Yeah.
Long road. Taverns. We get to sleep in taverns and not tents. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Come on, it's kind of nice.
Okay.
It's called the long road for a reason, you know. Just it's a long distance between towns.
No, it's just the longest road between destinations.
Is that not the same thing in a way?
There could be more towns on the long road than there could be on the shortest road.
That's true.
In theory.
Okay.
I imagine we're also having this conversation in character. Like this is happening.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so taking the long road. We are looking at about 272 miles.
I'm sorry.
Our steps
Why?
in. Getting our steps in. Here we go.
Do you guys want to do normal, slow pace, or fast pace?
Here's a question. Could we have gotten horses from anyone in town? Would they have had horses for us to take and travel a little bit faster on?
Yeah, I mean, you could have, absolutely, you could have gotten that from Westbridge or
Okay.
When you got to Red Larch.
Okay. Yeah, I think either way, we would probably want to get a couple of horses to try and speed up our pace a little bit.
Here's the question. Is Nathan faster than a horse, or would Nathan be faster on foot?
I mean, Nathan's fast, but you're talking.
I don't know. Sorry, is that a silly question? I was just wondering if
We're
Sorry, guys. I was saying hi to my roommate. He just came in.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're talking endurance.
Gotcha. Yeah.
272 miles of fast is a lot.
Okay, so we're talking about walking because when I came back and you mentioned endurance, I thought I missed a few things.
Yes, so they're talking about possibly, so it's going to be 272 miles to get
So
to
there's no,
Sacred Stone Monastery. And Nina brought up the idea of maybe instead getting like horses.
so it had nothing to do with the brothels we previously talked about.
No, the brothel that Toby is at is actually in Yartar, which is far north.
Okay, but for clarification, when you mentioned endurance, it had nothing to do with the talks about the brothels.
No, brothels were not in the conversation.
No, we're
Okay.
talking about if Nathan can outrun a horse. So I was just kind of Googling if it actually does give us any benefit. This spreadsheet thing that someone came up with, it looks like it would change. Like if we rode normal, we would go from like 24 miles in an 8-hour day to like, it would double it essentially. So,
Oh, okay. That would be beneficial.
because otherwise, yeah, we're taking, we could go fast, which gives us 32 miles in an 8-hour day, but we like have disadvantage on perception checks and everything like that. So, I would like definitely offer up to buy some horses just so that we're not walking the whole way.
Yeah, you would stop by a stable, and the stable master would let you know it's about 75 gold pieces per horse.
Okay.
Well, that's a racket.
Well, Lena has enough for her to have a horse then.
Yeah.
How much is it?
Yeah.
75 gold pieces.
We definitely need to pick up some job for money, guys.
Could we?
I can't do math.
Question.
How much?
How
would
much
all
gold
of-
does Gulliver have in the basement?
Quite a bit.
Could we have taken enough to support ourselves on this journey south?
I mean,
Like,
Gallagher
like-
You would have
has
steal from the town coffers?
Yeah, Gallagher has pretty much put full faith and trust in the group of you to do what is best for the town.
Terrible decision.
Horrible decision.
Yeah, I'm thinking Nina would have like thought that like grabbing like 100 gold each would be a good like lodging, stuff like that, to get us there and back.
Damn, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So on my character sheet, at one point we got platinum for something. Did I imagine that, or we did do that?
We did do that.
Right. Never mind. Don't mind me. I wanted to make sure I didn't put it in the wrong spot.
No, that's that.
No,
We got
we got
that.
platinum, yeah. But still, I mean, if we have a bank to use, I just imagine. I also imagine that like we started to leave town and like got a couple miles
It's like,
up,
let's get some
"Ah,
horses, and we were like,
back."
we don't have enough money for horses. We gotta
Sucks.
go.
Totally imagine that.
So okay, we each take 100 gold, and then we spend 75 on
Yeah,
horses.
All right.
if DM is willing to let us do that and be a little bit better with our planning.
I mean, Gallagher's not expecting you to take from the coffers, these city coffers. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 500 gold from the city coffer.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Okay. I don't know why my phone thought that was.
What does
Okay.
Nina have to leave? In
Nina,
the
you gonna hold on to all of it, or are you gonna pass it out to us?
I think she'd pass it out.
Okay.
Nina's gonna leave 2 of the 2 Star Rose quartz that she has and her little figurine of Wondrous Power next to it with a little note that says, "We'll pay you back," or just says, "I owe you."
Okay, so you guys each purchase a horse, 75 gold pieces each. You each have 25 gold pieces. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
25 gold pieces left. Sorry. Math. And yeah, I'll let you choose what your horse looks like. Name it however you choose, and you each have a horse that will considerably cut down the time. So 272 miles, going fast. That's 60 miles a day.
It's a horse with no name.
You're looking at 4.5 days.
Oh, that's not bad.
Instead of 9.
Yeah.
About 10 days, yeah. All right. So,
And that's to the monastery itself.
yes.
Okay.
Which let's do this.
I was like, went to mid journey immediately, and I gotta show you what one of the things it created. It created a saddle that has legs on its horse. I cannot. That's gotta be a magical item for sure. Backpack. That's like the backpack that walks itself, so you don't have to wear.
Gosh.
That's
That is
hilarious.
so funny.
But how many toes are in that those legs?
Right?
Oh, no one will know. Who's gonna approach that horse? Okay.
Little illustration. There's a U in that.
Let's see here. I am still.
It's like the crab grew up and is now hiding as the saddle person. Bugbears and oryx, oh my.
Okay. I need each of you, since there are 4 of you here, I need each of you to roll me a d20.
I got a 6.
Okay.
Nina got a 10.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
5.
Okay. You guys start off on your travels with your newfound horses. And you guys make it all the way down to Red Larch. You once again don't spend much time here, just kind of passing through, nodding to some familiar faces here and there. But you all continue on the path. No one really stops you as you all look fairly determined. Continue forward, and you start to drift off the path of the Cairn Road, splitting across the valley expanse, where it starts to go from green, waving grass and fields, and you start to see the lift of canyons, the dry of rock, and as you come towards a split in the canyon, you hear the rushing of the Desserin River further ahead. And you see the entrance shadowed from where light can't reach into the canyon. And that is where we are going to end it tonight. As I will have to prepare some things.
Well, this is great.
What?
Karen.
Nothing needs to happen on the road there.
Some things need to happen. So, yeah.
We can get to one town one time safe, okay?
Nope.
We got
nope.
horses. We're supposed to go fast now.
You guys
You guys are-
rarely come across encounters.
Don't hurt our horse.
All right, you guys did great. Well done on that. Chara, thank you for being a good sport and being absent from half of that. Well, all of the fight for the most part. But yeah, you guys did really good.
We killed a dragon.
DM,
3 would be so proud.
am I ever gonna find out what that 8 I rolled is?
Maybe.
I don't like that, but 3 would be proud. R.I.P.
No, they would. Yeah, Shadow Dragon. It's not. Like she's a named dragon. Like,
Yeah.
that's a big deal. Like,
Yeah.
Legendary actions, resistances, lair actions. Like you guys did very
Yeah.
well.
And only one of us went down when I was charred during that one
Yeah.
fight.
Wow.
It was made up Chara.
I would say that
Chara.
wasn't the Chara.
One
Sure.
of
As
the
soon as we
side
started that
effects.
fight, I was like, I have to do the focus thing. Otherwise, like,
One of the side effects was for the soul larvae thing is that healing potions and spells have the opposite effect on you, and necrotic damage heals you instead. So if I rolled that one, I was just gonna have Nina go run in front of the breath weapon every time.
oh, that would have been hilarious.
That would have been so good.
I was like, please get a 5, please get a 5. But the new tiefling appearance is pretty fun.
That would have been hilarious. Like, Char disappears and everything, and I just see you running like, yay! Hit me! And I'm like,
Just
what?
yeah.
Black flames engulf.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So 2 weeks.
2
I
weeks.
think so.
What's in 2 weeks?
The 26th.
August 26th.
Wait. 2 weeks from now? Is that Labor Day?
No.
No.
So I'm good.
Okay, so I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Sounds good.
In 2
See
Have a
you
good one.
guys.